this. I had to make myself some tea and set up. You're seeing a different view today. So yesterday was a crazy day. I totally forgot that Monday was a holiday, and all these computer ads. And I had a whole house full and they were all asleep, and I did not want to wake them up yesterday. Plus, I just need the extra rest. So good morning, Melanie, Lori. We have, you know what? I'm going to write this stuff down. Hold on. I'm going to try something new. Can't promise I will do it every time, but I will try. Good morning, Dawn. Good morning, Melanie. Enjoy the snow day. Hopefully you don't have to venture out. Oh, do you have a snow day? That's nice. I don't have a snow day. I checked before I came on here. Good morning, Nikki. Good morning, RV Quest. Rhonda. RV Quest, are you a channel again? Remind me. I'm putting down channels. Good morning, Catherine. And so as you can see, good, you're doing well. Yeah, I'm really tired. I think my body, even though, you know, doctor's like, oh, you're all healed. You know, yeah, I'm healed from probably the incision or whatever, but I'm just really not, my body's not completely healed. It's getting there. It's getting there. I'm also battling, I think, a cold from the kids at school. Good morning, Deb. And yeah, there's a lot going on. But yesterday really was, my kiddos were all here and I just needed that extra bit of really rest. I didn't do any quilting for most of the weekend. I did a little yesterday afternoon. Good morning, Bernice. But really didn't do much quilting. Just really resting. What we did we didn't even do the kennel quilt thing I wanted to do for my birthday, which we normally always do a craft. We didn't even do that. What we did is actually play board games all day for the past 2 or 3 days. Good morning, Barb. We are having snow and cold weather, day off of school. Wow, I'm all jealous you all have the day off of school. It's like -2 outside, and I didn't see anything saying that we had no school. So I keep looking because I can see the school from here. The parking lot is still empty, so I'm a little worried. I don't know why the parking lot is empty, because by now it should be full because school starts like in, I don't know, 25 minutes for the high school. But to chicken to make a post. Oh, okay. Not a problem. So, and I'm in South Mississippi. Wow, that snow really went down. My daughter, when she got home yesterday, said she had more snow. And yes, new PJ from my daughter. Love it, love it, love it. Wore most of it like this because it was been chilly. And I'm loving this. Good morning, Judy and Barb. Okay, I'm in West Michigan. So I'm going to show you, I have the computer number generator. I have 55. Good morning, Rhonda C. Welcome. We have 1 to 55 comments on here. So I'm going to generate. Here it is. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm going to hit the generate button. Yeah, let's hit the generate button. Oh, there it is. So we have 25. I hope that did it right. 25. So we're going to go with that. 25. -9 feels like 9. Good morning, Molly. So the number is 25. And then we're just going to go with the giveaway right off the bat. So I'm going to close the generator. Going to open up my video. That's what I'm doing. I go to my comments and then I sort by newest comments, but I go from the oldest up, just like I've always done this all the time. You have to, and then I got to give you all the disclosures. You have to be 18. This is not sponsored by YouTube. Has to be a USA mailing address. Good morning, Charlotte. So this is what we've got. So Maxadoodle was my first one, okay? So we're going to count from here and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 is Tessa. 21, 21 because Catherine did 2 comments. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 is Zaza. But Zaza, I believe you live in England, so I can't mail it to you. Oh, but you know what, Zaza, just when you come back on, unless you have a USA post office box or something. So Zaza is number 25. And being that it's only USA and I have that all in my description, I am going to have to just do a backup if she does not have a mailing address. So it's a bit, so I have Zaza as number 25 and she's in England. And this is only for USA. I believe Zaza's, I may be wrong. I may be wrong. If not, I will send Zaza a card or something because that I just put international stamp on that I can do. If she has a European, I will send her some kind of card. If not, I'm going to go back up to this generator. We're going to go back up to the generator just in case. Just in case. I have 11. So this is just a backup. Again, just a backup. I'm not even going to say who it is, but I want to do this live because you know I always do these things live. I don't want anybody get suckered into someone being bad and naughty and trying to scam people. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I already have, okay, and I have the handle. Let me see what happens. Aha! So, interestingly enough, the backup person is on this chat, but I don't want to get your hopes up. So, and let me read your comment to double check, but yes, you followed all the rules. Okay, so Zaza, if Zaza comes up, remind me to ask her about if she has a USA mailbox or a mailing address. Deb, do you know, just by any chance, do you happen to know if Zaza, isn't she out of the USA? Like she's not here? I will send her something. I will send her some kind of pattern because I think I can just send regular mail. Good morning, Annette. Good morning. Sorry, I'm just writing things because I have to. Zaza lives in Scotland. That's what I thought. I know it's so. Okay, so she lives in Scotland. Oh, better. I can't wait to visit Scotland. I'm going to visit Zaza when I visit Scotland because that is one of my things. I don't think she has a U.S. mailing address. Okay. So because she does not have a U.S. mailing address and she is from Scotland, I just hate to announce it because you're going to be so excited. Zaza normally comes on. We'll see if she comes on. So frustrating because I want to announce this winner on here. All right, well, we're going to get to business. Let me put this over here. So yesterday I cleaned up this disaster of a room. My daughter helped me before she left. So I'm going to give you a quick little view of, I'm going to switch you around. There we go. All right. So look, yes, I have one little pile, and those right there are orphan blocks that were sent to me, and I'm going to keep using them. I have the doggy kennel stuff going there. Good morning, Tessa. This is my box. We're working on a quilt here. This is my ginger quilter box for this month. That is the giveaway quilt. Those are doggy kennels, and right here is a pile for something that I'm going to introduce. Look at that. Right over here is we're building a 3-yard quilt. And I got scared for a second thinking I had maybe something special I wasn't supposed to have out. And this, I finally cleaned this. This was a disaster yesterday. So this is my organizational system. Up here are some works in progress. Here is a Valentine's Day quilt that I would like to start to do with you all. I guess I could show you. This is the pattern, and Riley Blake gave me the permission to use the measurements and everything, but you can download this on your own. It's a free pattern. It's called Cherry's Jubilee. I wanted to do it last year, never got to it. So I'm wanting to do that. These, again, work in progress. This bucket, I need to do better. I need to go through and lay them out nice, but I went through my 10-inch squares. So these are my random 10-inch squares. Right there, if you see, I labeled them using the labels that I just got in my birthday countdown box from Lynn. And in here, you will see that I have some Jolly Bars, and that came from a Sew Sampler box. And I have charms, and then I have homemade charms that I've cut up and leftovers. It's mostly leftovers. Here, I have half-yard cuts. So these came from Carmen's Quilt Shop. And then you will see a lot of half-yard cuts, things that were mailed to me, things that I had. These are 1-yard cuts. You could probably see some of the fabric that was mailed to me. I have all kinds, some things I got in advent boxes and things I got in mystery boxes. So that's my 1-yard cuts. I do have some more 1-yard cuts. They're in a drawer. I need a source. So this, believe it or not, is a garage organizer I bought at Sam's like 20 years ago. And you're supposed to put your tools in there. And then I used it in my kitchen, and now it's made it to my sewing room. Here are all fat quarters that were sent to me. These were just sent to me in my countdown box. And you may see some fat quarters that you may have sent me. They're all in here, fat quarters I bought. This has a pattern using fat quarters that I got that I purchased at the festival. So I am hoping to do that. That's to remind me to do that. And here I have more fat quarters. These are some that were sent to me. You might recognize some somewhere from the Sew Sampler box. I actually just received this from someone that shall be anonymous. And I've got this. So it's called Fresh Fig Favorites. Have that. I found, finally, my Anne of Green Gables. I had bought 2 fat quarters bundles to make this quilt, if you recall, and I lost it, and then I asked you guys from scraps. So I found that, and I lost this other fat quarter bundle, and this is not Anne of Green Gables. I think it's like Pride and Prejudice or something like that. Another book. And then more Sew Sampler. This here is all of Fran's fabric from Fabric Cafe. Then here I have cut projects that I cut. This is my basket from Laundry Basket Quilts. It's laundry basket fabric. The stuff she gave me to make on my YouTube channel, which I'll do, that's that half. This half has my Heather Peterson fabric. It's like just backup fabric. And then the actual quilt kit that I told you I want to make this quilt, everything for that is in this bucket. And then here I have Fabric Cafe scraps from sewing their samples. I do get to keep all the scraps, so that is separate because I want to do something special with that. Hello, Chloe. She's listening in, getting ready to work. This is assorted scraps, and you can see that's my little bag of Anna Green Gables scraps, and then those are crumbs. Oh, excuse me. I'm old. So now, I told you I was going to show you this one day, but it was too embarrassing. It was really messy. So here is one of these file cabinet things. I don't know. You buy them at Michael's. My daughter wasn't using it anymore. So as you can see, they're all squares and strips. So that's 2-inch squares. I have like regular squares. Oh, right now it's a little bit messy. Okay, here. So I have regular squares there. Then I have 2-inch HST, bonus HSTs, and then strips. And here's a big bag of bonus HSTs. Then 2.5, basically this is bonus HSTs and mini charms. I have 1 mini charm, 2 mini charm packs, and 3. The rest are all cut. And my 2.5 strips are in the 2.5 strip box. So they're not in here. Then that's 3. And as you can see, again, I have bonus HSTs, squares, and strips. And it goes to 3.5, 4, 4.5, 6, 6.5 binding. These are all little ends of binding that I have, like leftover binding, and I'll end up using them as scrappy binding. And then this is odds and ends. Like I had those. I have, someone gave me these. I haven't processed these. These are just bonus HSTs. These are bonus HSTs that were never processed, and then big HSTs. Wow. So, yeah. And then over here for organization as well, I have this thing. It's a rotary. It's an old thing. And it was about ready to get dumped. So before it got dumped, I got it. And I keep my patterns here, my bigger patterns here. I have some books. And then I have all my Fabric Cafe books here. So that's a little bit of my organization. Then over here, yes, I have ibuprofen in here for those days. Here I have like notepads. This is like a little desk thing. And then I have my thread. I have my chocolate. And that, yeah, I have my room back in order. I also cleaned up in my other room because I had to move things. So that's what we're looking on an organization. And I think I'm going to have to put you in this thing here, this harness. Oops, sorry. So you could see what I'm doing. I broke down last night and bought the... What is that? Oh, the 5-yard quilt book. Yes. I know I should show you that, but that's downstairs right now. So I can't show you that right now. But we're going to make some economy binding. I've shown you this before, but maybe me doing it casually instead of like freaking out that I'm on the video and everything. We're going to go ahead and do a binding. So I just lay my binding. Oh, I have to turn on my iron. Very important. Turn on iron first. And then what I'm going to do is, this is a batik. A batik, normally I don't have to use Best Press, but you know what? On the others, I do. So I have a thing of Best Press, water, heat pins, and then I have something that I want to wrap my binding around. So let me sorry. All right. So I make these little cardboard template things. The iron, yes. And she touches, of course I do. I have to touch it to make sure it's okay. What? Oh, from Lynn. So I do these, I take these. This I made out of, I don't know, a template. Some kind of template. And I'm going to cut just randomly 2. And then I'm going to come in here. And this is really just to hold my ends in. Probably have to make it longer. I just eyeball it because I don't want, I think I do have the, I don't even know if I even have the template around. I don't. All right. So we're going to make it a little bit longer. Oh boy. Yeah, that's about how long. This is just a teeny tiny rotary cutter. It's only, I only use it for this basically. So I'll put this aside. So I have something like this. And that's interesting binding holder. Yeah, it's just made out of cardstock. I have many different styles. I have this other one like this. And then I put this, cut this out in this. So this is because, you know, I can just have my binding on. So now I'm going to come in here and I like to, again, being that I don't use, I love batiks, I just don't use them often. So I'm going to pretend like this is like every day, right? I actually use 2.5 inch binding. I'm going to iron this in half. I normally do 2.5 inch binding. That's what I prefer. But when I mail out my samples, I have to make sure I have my binding all done. So that's part of the whole gig. So I'm coming in here and I am pressing everything in half, right? Everything has, now I open up this far a little bit, have a nice crease, and I fold in and finger press and then fold again. So let me show you. I take this end to start it. I fold it and then fold it again. So it will look like this. Good morning, Joyce. So now I put a little bit of heat to that. And now I have pot holder hands because I'm a chef. I have pot holder hands. So this may burn someone. And then what Fabric Cafe recommends is these little things to put on your tips, but they're more hindrance for me. So I now come in and fold this in half and I drop a pin and stab it. I am using a wool mat. I have a piece of muslin on here that I do wash every so often because it then helps me not get my wool mat all gummy. And so I come in, if you're seeing, I'm stabbing. I wish my light was working on this thing and it's not. This stand. Can you see? Or are we all looking in the dark? So here we are. Okay. I have everything down. Everything is pinned down. I'm not burning my hands. I take my water bottle and I spritz my water bottle on here. Then I come in with my hot iron and I press and I rotate my iron this way and I am going slow. I want to make sure I have a nice crease. Anybody have questions? You can ask me questions. I'm going to stop there. All right, I have a nice crease. It looks like this. in this way. Now I take it and I fish it through the first loop or a cut and then the second. So I have it like that. And then I come in and I just put it on my spool, whatever you want to call this binding thing I made. And then I open it. Now over here is where I sewed the two ends. When you do economy binding, you don't do it on the diagonal, you do it on the straight line. So I open that so I have less bulk, and I open up that seam. I come in here, sorry, the noise. All right, so here we are. Now I take this, put this here, and then I anchor this with a pin. And again, I'm going to come in here and fold this in half. And you're going to watch me do this whole thing because this has to go. You're getting a sneak peek of a future binding. You're probably never going to notice it, but you're getting a sneak peek. All right. I don't give sneak peeks. All right. So now again, oh, you were supposed to do it with best press. I forget because I'm using what you call it, because I'm using batik just lends itself to really well. Okay, so I sprayed. Now I'm going to come in again and halfway I just come in. I mean, to me it's not hot. It may be hot to you, so you might want to let it cool off a little bit more. I just kind of go ahead. I'll tell you, if you do it as you go, you burn yourself a lot. That's why when you see them put binding, they have those silicone tips. All right, so I have that. Now I'm going to, you know what, I'm going to stick on this because I didn't do it earlier. All right, so technically we're supposed to put water. It's okay. Again, I start off and then I turn my iron and I hold it and I glide it. You want a nice crease, especially if you're doing this and you're not sure when you're going to get to binding it. You want to make sure it stays nice. Maybe you're going to send it out to your long armor to put the binding on. So again, I just come in here and put on. Now, every once in a while, something goes wonky. Like here, something went wonky. I just come back in, finger press, and refold. And just kind of fix that wonkiness. Sometimes that happens. I like to send perfect binding. Again, I'm going to start with the next strip. I'm going to anchor this here. I'm going to go across my strip, and I see that I have another place where I had joined them. So I'm going to open up that seam. I'm going to stick my best press on now that I'm remembering. And I'm going to iron in half. You can also do this with your regular 2.5 inch binding if you like to make it. You can do it the same kind of method if you're burning your fingers while doing your 2.5 inch binding. All right. So now I have everything half. I'm going to come in here again. And so I am going to ask you a question and while I'm doing this. And I'm going to quickly go see the comments really quick. Is Zaza on here? See Zaza. Hi Zaza. Did everyone tell you? I was hi Annette. Okay, so Zaza, did someone break the news to you? You actually won the giveaway, but it is for USA mailing addresses. So my question to you is, good morning, Andrea, is, oh, let me write Mama J on here. Do you have a USA mailing address? Do you have a USA mailing address? And I lost my pad. Now I have to look for my pad that I have info on. I tell you, sometimes I drive myself nuts. I put something down, went over here, came over here, was over here. I mean, I know who the new winner is, but here it is. All right. Do you have a mailing address, a USA mailing address? Because you actually won the giveaway, but it's for USA. No, I don't. Okay. Well, Zaza, can you email me at pastryqueen13@gmail.com? Pastryqueen13@gmail.com. I would like to at least mail you a card with a pattern in it. Is that possible? You won't get dinged for that? I mean, it's paper. I'm thinking it's going to be all right. And we have living and crafting with MS. Good morning. Are you a channel? I'm thinking you are a channel. Queen 2 just found you interesting content. Well, thank you. That's lovely. Thank you. Okay, so because Zaza lives not in the US, I'm still sending her something. Just email me. Again, pastryqueen13 at, no, did I say Yahoo? I'm sorry. Pastryqueen13@gmail.com. No Yahoo, gmail.com. Pastryqueen13@gmail.com. Let's try that again. Good. All right. So we have crafting, living and crafting with MS. That's a channel. So I've got them down. Go check them out. So number 11 was, and maybe you know who you are because you went and counted for yourself, at Red Sky EBC. When I hit at Red Sky EBC, up comes Barb Scott. Barb, are you still on here? I know you were on here earlier, but are you still on here? And if you are, Barb, please make sure that you give me your mailing address in Michigan, because you said you were in Michigan. So Barb Scott, email, I'm thinking that's you, because when I hit red, the handle is at Red Sky EBC. So it's REDSKY When I hit it, it said Barb Scott. So I'm assuming that's the Barb Scott that comes up as Barb Scott on here. And email me at pastryqueen13@gmail.com, and I will mail you your quilt to you. I'm also going to be mailing all the giveaways from last week. My printer was broken and I couldn't generate anything from Pirate Ship because you need a working printer. I think I fixed it. So here we are. I am now folding this in half, and I got my cards. Boomer, okay, Boomer. Let me get that out. So here we are. What does dabbing mean? The question today is, and this is a new school question, what does dabbing mean? What does dabbing mean? Talking a lot. I think I know, but I'm not really sure. Oh, let me go spray some water on here. This is water I'm putting on here. Let's see what else we have. Touching something lightly. Lightly touch. I think it's a dance move type of thing. So I'll tell you what I think it is. I think it is also a dance move. I think it's a dancing thing as well. Holding your arm up, bent across your chest, and dipping your head to your elbow. What is gabbing or dabbing? Dabbing, dabbing. D-A-B-B-I-N-G. Back in the day, that would be dabbing a little bit of butter on your toes, right? Or no, I guess that's a dollop of daisy. But yes, dabbing. Again, I'm going to anchor this. I come across, find where I may have two strips joined, and open that up. All right, let's see. Not sure. My 9-year-old daughter says it's a dance move. Pot cartridge. Vape. Good morning, Sheila. I was trying to describe the dance move. Dabbing is a dance move. If you have a small wet spot, you dab it with a cloth to get rid of the liquid. Yes, that's what I think. So, dabbing, and here it is a move where you put your head in, then bend one elbow and raise the other hand diagonally in the air. I think it's this. I'm not sure. I think it's this. I think so. I don't know, honestly, but that's what they were describing. Oh my God, that is true. It is. So now the next thing. What is the app Airbnb used for? What is the app Airbnb used for? Okay, I am, just in case of those who are just coming in now, I am ironing this economy binding in half. And then I come in and fold the one end in half. So let's see. Finding lodging, renting out a house, accommodations, destroying people's homes. Yes. Or people's area where they live, and that's why my son still lives with me, because everything is an Airbnb by us, and now he has no place to stay. An overnight stay, renting out your house, rentals on private property, renting homes and rooms to stay in. Joytilla, that's the phrase I was looking for. Oh, is Joydy here? Good morning, Joydy. To book you a place for vacation, needs a bathroom break. I miss hanging out with you all. I should be more regular when I get home. Not a problem. Private hotel rental. I've never did economy binding before. How do you attach it to the quilt? I am going to have to do something like that to show you. It's the same here. Yeah, it is really bad around here. So I will show you one day how to attach it when I do it for myself for the first time. I make a lot of it. I honestly has never attached it. But I promise I will. So here we go. An Airbnb, and this is how they describe it. It's an online marketplace for arranging or offering lodging in people's homes, and typically cheaper than an average hotel stay. All right. So here we go for boomers. What state has the highest total number of boomers? This is the old school card. What state has the highest total number of boomers? All right, we're going to put that on. We are almost coming to the finish line. Look at this. We have it all on here. It's all nice. And you could do this with your 2.5-inch binding too. You know, you can come in here and have it all prepped, ready to go with these paper holders that I make. How I make them is I used an acrylic binding holder tool, whatever you want to call it. They were sending them in boxes and subscription boxes. Let's see if I have one right here. No, I don't. I must have binding on them. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so, and then I just use it and trace around it and then cut. All right, so I have my half. Let's see what state. Oh, let me put my anchor. See, I forgot to put my anchor in. Now I'm folding this in half in case if you're just tuning in right now. You know, maybe I should make some economy binding. I have 2 things there that probably can use some binding, and then I can show you, but not today. I'm not prepared. This is not my binding to use. All right, let's see. What state? All right, let's see. There is snow in Austin? Wow. So, Florida, I have lots of Florida, California, Florida. Good morning, Vintage Style by Joe. That's another channel. How are we doing? Gulf Shores, Alabama is expecting 5+ inches of snow. That's crazy. Florida, good morning, Megan. I think it's Megan Homerich. Good morning. Welcome. Let's see. We have a lot of Florida. Giovanna, good morning. It was supposed to get snow. So the answer is I actually don't know. I'm going to assume it's Florida too, you know. California. It's actually California. So someone did say California. California at approximately 9 million boomers. 9 million boomers. Okay, ready? Most boomers were born after what war? Most boomers were born after what war? Let me see if there's people out there. Oh, yeah. School is happening. Even in the frigid cold, school is happening. All the cars are there. The parking lot is full. I'm almost done with this binding, and then I'll show you, because the whole thing was building a 3-yard quilt, which we are kind of, right? Because you need this economy binding to build. This is one part of a 3-yard quilt. Just in case if you wanted to see. This is what it looks like. It gets folded and then folded again. All right, here we are. I have to anchor this down here. There we go. Pull this over. Almost, but not quite. It's a tedious job. It really is. But once it's done, it's great. Okay. I think it's time for me to put more best press in my... All right, so I'm going to iron in half. I figured that I was going to have to do this live, and I was going to have to do this or no live. And I figured, well, I'm just going to do this and the live. How about that? All right, so let's see. What do we have? We have... I have to go back quite a bit. Oh, I was thinking it was a big state. Korean War, World War II, Korean, World War II, Korean, Vietnam, World War II. Let's see. Well, we're used to the snow out here, so that's it. So the war is the Second World War. So World War II. All right, ready? Another old school card. The first Earth Day was thanks to the Boomer generation in what year? Good morning, Megan. The first Earth Day was thanks to the Boomer generation in what year? A, 1965, B, 1970, or C, 1975. All right, let's see what the answer is. We have 60s. Hi, Mike. Good morning, Mike. I'm just writing all this down. 1975, 1965. So we had A is 65, B is 1970, C is 1975. When was the first Earth Day was thanks to the Boomer generation in what year? 1965, 1975. Wow, we've got it all over. We have it all over. No clue. I have no clue either. I have no clue. So the answer, here we are, taking attendance. Yes, I'm taking attendance, Mike. That's exactly what I'm doing. No, I'm trying to be a better content creator and trying to give you guys more followers. I'm trying. B, 1970. It was founded by Gaylord Nelson, a senator from Wisconsin. So there we go. Answer is B, 1970. It was founded by Gaylord Nelson, a senator from Wisconsin. All right. What percentage of boomers financially support their adult children? What percentage of boomers financially support their adult children? A, 20%, B, 40%, or C, 60%? See, I told you, we're coming to the end of this. Oh, okay. All right, I'm coming over to see what your answers are. If I had to guess, I would say 40%. Part of me wants to say 60%, but I'm going to say 40%. That's going to be my guess. Now, this is the last of this, so I don't need to. All right, so I'm going to show you my special trinket box that I keep this in. It is, did it go? It didn't look. Okay, so it's Wedgwood Osborne. This is the Osborne Wedgwood pattern. And I have the plates and cups and saucers throughout the years. Things have broken and whatnot. I love this one. I graduated the culinary. I went shopping with my mom in Macy's, and this is what I picked out. I love this. So if anyone has any pieces of this Wedgwood Osborne and would like to somehow carefully wrap it and send it to me, it will have a beautiful home. Let's see. So what is the percentage? Okay, all of them. So we have 20s, 60s, 40s. We have a good mixture, 75%. Oh, thank you. I follow you on both channels, this one and my personal. Well, thank you. Don't you have the binding maker? I kicked my son out at 21 when he had a stable job and an apartment. Well, my son has a very stable job. And he makes a good amount of money, much more than his mama by multiples, but he can't find a place, literally, physically can't find a place to live because physically it's all Airbnb. So yes, he's saving money for a home deposit, but you can't find a home either because they've all been bought out for Airbnbs. So it's a double whammy here at my house. So here we are. See, I thought that was the answer, but I was like trying to be like, nah, 60% is probably a little too high. So I said 40, but I was thinking 60. So it does say 60% of boomers provide financial support to their adult children. Wow. Man, how do I sign up for that one? Can I sign up for that? Oh, you're not a boomer, my friend. No, I am not, but I'm a child of probably a boomer, right? So can I sign up for that? Yes, I've been fortunate. I haven't had to do with any of mine so far, knock on wood. Property prices are high here, and it's communal to Edinburgh. Ah, okay. Wow, that's higher than I thought. Me too. Wish my mom was still here. Yeah. How many support their boomer parents? So actually, that actually is yeah, I actually just saw something. There was some report saying how children are cutting off their parents. I don't know. There is some kind of movement out there for children cutting off their parents. And I'm like, wow. Okay. Your parent was there for you for most of your life, but I mean, I guess maybe if there's bad things happening. I mean, I don't ask anything from my children, so in my case, that's not a thing. Must still have time on their phone plans. Must still have them on their phone plans. Well, I'm going to admit something. My kids are on my phone plan. I will admit that. -1, the one that lives with me, he is really independent. He's only here because he really cannot find a place to live. He's a very independent. He's the one who's the volunteer fireman and what is that called? Emergency service response. So he's not, because he's on a special kind of thing. First responders go on a network different. So he had to get a different cell phone, which costs a lot more to have this first responder thing. He's a volunteer and has to spend more money on his cell phone to get that access. Go figure. You had to be a boomer for a parent. Yes, I'm a boomer. I don't support my kids. I need to tell my boomer parents this. I need to. Oh my God, we didn't ask to be born, so they don't have obligations towards the parents. My sister-in-law pays my phone and Verizon free. Oh, my oldest moved out, and my granddaughter, and they got married last year. She moved out. I told her that they would always have. Yes, exactly. Exactly. You can put your neighborhood on a phone plan now. So, all right. So my binding is done. That's going to be shipped off. And let's go over to, let me shut this off though. I actually have to leave, but I said that we were building a quilt. So let me at least show you 2 seconds. We made binding for a 3-yard quilt. I guess that counts, right? We did the giveaway. I have to do a mailing. I admit I am way behind. My phone companies give first responders discounts, I believe. Yeah, but it's still more. Mine too, AT&T. I changed my daughter's diapers and she will change mine one day. Yeah. All right. So let's move over here. So we are looking a little crazy now that I'm looking at myself. I'll have to introduce that other thing. So we are working on the double focus book, and we are making daisies and diamonds using the 3-yard bundle bought that was sent to me from Carmen's Quilt Shop. So these are the diamonds, right? And these are the daisies. And this is the information again that you can go, and I did put the link in last time, that you can go to carmensquiltshop.com/collections/New Year's -N-of-sale-2024. I will try to do that when I get there. All right, so when we do this, we are going to put a daisy first, and then we put a diamond. And then we're going to put another daisy. And we are building us a 3-yard quilt. Oops. Now, I am one short because I'm going to do a tutorial and hopefully upload a tutorial someday. And we have this. And then I have the last one. So look how fast we built this. And that's what this looks like with the 3-yard bundle that was sent to me. Anyway, here we go. I want to see what everyone has to say. I don't want to live that long. Andrew, that's what I told my dad when he couldn't take care of himself. That's one way to look at it. Yes. So I changed my Grammy's diapers before, she came here for hospice in the house. And I had a nurse come in. I think she came in one hour. And, you do what you do. My Grammy took care of me. She was one of, our supports in our family. And so we have to support her in return. And it was lovely. It was lovely. I was there for my Grammy's last breath, and I changed her diapers, and I washed her, and I bathed her, and I have no regrets. It was such a beautiful thing for me to do for my Grammy, for all the things she did for me. And I would do it again for anyone in need in my family. I'm here. So here we are. This is what we built. So I will sew this together. Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and share my channel. Also, it's cold outside. Keep warm. But I'm going to, see, I'm already being a bad content creator. I forgot to give the list out. Hold on. I cannot leave without having this list. That was the whole point. So we have to thank everybody and go take, if you're new here, please go check these people out. We have Living and Crafting with MS, Quilting in the Country, Nikki B, Deb S, the Pug Mama Quilter. You will see her in a blue. She is one of my moderators. We have Fabric Magician Annette Wagner. We have Vintage Style by Joe. We have a New York Beauty, and we have Mama J Enterprises. We also have, I have some that I haven't been able to write. I just lost Mama J. I don't know what happened. Someone was deleting their messages. Joyce, right? Joyce, you have one, don't you? No, I'm forgetting. That's all right. If I've forgotten your channel, please, 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 please let me know, because I somewhere may have forgotten it, and I didn't mean to forget it. But yes, let's see. New York Beauty, I think I've got everyone. All right, great. Everyone have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Pass it forward. And if you like what you see, I already did that. Please like, subscribe, and share my channel. And on your way out, if you wouldn't mind giving me the thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Keep warm. Bye. Oh, Giovanna, that's it. Thank you, Deb. I knew I was forgetting one. Giovanna. Giovanna has, and it's Giovanna Casadillo, right? Casadillo. She has little videos up there from Italy. So everybody take care. Bye.